Hi folks, and welcome to today's video, Core Work for Beginners with a Herniated Disc. Now I do produce a lot of great content for those folks suffering out there with herniated discs, bulging discs, sciatica nerve pain, many other lower back problem issues. If that is you, then hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified when I upload some content for you guys to get you back on the road to recovery. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay folks, so today we're looking at beginner exercises for those folks with the herniated disc, bulging disc. Now classically, most of the core exercises that you do are on the ground, and to be honest, some of them are quite advanced for many people. So today I'm going to show you 4 great exercises with some slight variations, harder, easier, which can be done standing, okay? This will benefit people who are a little bit more mature in years, who do have trouble getting on off the ground. Maybe you've got bad knees, bad hips, etc. You've got to strengthen your core. How can you do it in the standing position? So I'm going to show you 4 sets of exercises today, okay, with some variations to make it harder and to make it easier as well. So one of the classic exercises you will do is the plank. Now the plank, it basically teaches you how to brace your core, strengthens up the core region, and classically you do it on the floor. But I'm going to show you how to do it standing today. Now I've got a couple of these plyo pads. This could be a high, side dresser, table, a high chair, something which is quite stable, okay? And what you're going to do, you're going to put your hands on it here, walk my feet back. You see I'm not excessively, my butt's not sticking out, I'm not slouched forward, I'm in a nice neutral position there. It's good to have somebody to sort of check you out, have a look at you, and you simply hold this position, okay? Now you notice my feet are flat on the ground, they're not up on my toes, they're flat on the ground, I'm bent at my ankles. And you just hold this. Now you can start with 10, 20 seconds, work your way up to a minute, and you should feel if you put your hands on your abdominal region, you should feel that contracted, that muscle being hard, basically tight. That's it working, okay? Now, yes, you can make it easier. You can actually go into a wall, okay? Obviously placing my hands higher, putting my body at a higher angle. It's not as difficult. I can make it harder by, I'll just pop this down, using a lower table, okay? This one's just a couple inches lower. So now, of course, I'm further back here, and you see my angle, okay, it's a greater angle. It's making my body further down. It's gonna work a lot harder on my core. Now, I can also make this a little bit harder still yet, and I'll show you just off to the side here. I'm just gonna bring this plyo box back up. What you can do, and it's a nice way to progress when you're in the standing plank position. So I've got my table here, and all I'm going to do is take one hand, my right hand, I just bring it across, touch the left and back. Take the left hand across to the right, touch and back. So I'm just taking it off, and when I take it off, I basically have to stabilize on 3 points, which really forces me to engage my core. I bring the hand across, touch, back, hand across, touch, back. And you can do that again for 10, 20, 30 seconds. Maybe that's a little bit too difficult for you to start. Then you can go with my 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's basically going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you see, they come one hand width in. So it's 1, 1. And then the next hand width, 2, 2. Okay? And then back out. 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, or if you want to go into 3, 4, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that action, just to bring in that one hand up, it forces, again, you've only got 3 points of contact to increase the stability in your core. Again, I would just do it for time to start with, 10, 20, 30 seconds, okay? But to begin with, start with the basic standing plank, okay? Neutral position with my spine, and then work from there, okay? Potentially put it lower, potentially do the walk the arms in, okay? So that's number 1, standing front plank. Now another well-prescribed exercise is the side plank, which again, we can use this here, we can do it standing. I've got my sturdy table here. I'll put my hand on the top of the table, arms straight, move my legs out, and I just hold myself in this neutral position here, okay? Now, just so you notice my feet are flat again, toes are facing forward. Just me doing this, I can feel it getting engaged right in that side there. Obviously the weight, gravity's acting this way. My body wants to sag. I have to resist that by using my core. Okay, make sure you open your chest, good posture. And again, you can make this harder, of course, with a lower box. You can make it easier, placing the hand higher on a wall, like so, okay? So all we're doing is basically changing the angle of the body to make it harder or easier. Don't forget, do both sides, 10, 20 seconds, work up to 30 seconds. Again, progress. Once you've reached, say, 30 seconds in one position, then you want to make the position harder and then start back at 10 seconds and work your way up. So you're always getting constant progression, building up the resilience of the body to tolerate more stress and, of course, become stronger, which means less pain generally, all right? So we've got our standing front plank, standing side plank. I'm going to give you a slightly different one now. We'll call this the standing march, okay? So again, I can be on my table here. My feet are back. Now you want to have the feet reasonably wide. The wider your feet, so it's outside my hip, the wider your feet, the more stability you will have, okay? My feet are close together, my hands here. I've got a very small point of contact. If I can open my feet wider distribution of weight, I have got more stability. So in this position, feet wider than hips, okay? Like so. And it's called marching because what I want you guys to do is you're just going to bring one knee up carefully to about parallel with the ground and back. Again, your core should actively brace as you lift up the leg, parallel with the ground, okay? And back. You don't want to come all the way through the chest, so my spine starts to round, okay? Just bring it up, round a bit parallel, back to the ground. Up, back to the ground. And again, it's just 3 points of contact. Okay, this time we're using the lifting the leg, not lifting the arm. Up, hold, and back. Very slow, controlled motion. We don't want to be rocking the hips side to side. You want to actively engage that core. And again, this is too difficult. You can start just on the wall. Okay, here, up, place. And see the speed, nice and controlled. So 1, 2 up, 1, 2 down. 1, 2, 1, 2. And you could do 5 to 10 each side, or go maybe 20, 30 seconds for time, okay? Try to keep the same number on each side, of course. And again, same progression. You can start with being higher up an angle and work your way down to lower angles. So marching, great core exercise in the standing position. Okay, last one, you may have heard of this one. It's called the bird dog. Now, I did a video on this last week. That was me on the kneeling position on the ground, okay, showing you a beginner level for the ground. But I want to show you how you would do this standing. The bird dog exercise is very good for stabilizing the core, back, engages the glutes, etc. But again, if you're struggling to go on the ground, how do you do it standing? Quite simple. We're going to start, again, just with the legs. So, again, when this on the wall, neutral position. This time you want your feet almost hip width apart, where you feel most stable, okay? Like so. And what I want you guys to do, you're going to lift one leg, squeeze the glute, and just lift it back, hold for about 5 seconds, and place it back. Then you're going to change sides. Squeeze back, squeeze my glute. Now you see, my leg is still in line with my spine. I'm not arching it back. Okay, it's quite a small movement. We just go engage the glutes, lift that leg off, hold. 5 seconds, place it back. Change other leg, squeeze my glute. And then when you put your finger there, you should be able to feel your muscle squeezing. Okay, that's a way to know you're palpating and you're engaging the muscle you're trying to work. 5 seconds, and back. And again, squeeze, 5 seconds, back. And I would start with 4 repetitions, 4 on each side, okay? 5 second hold. If that's too much for you, drop it, okay? Do a 2 or 3 second hold, but try to get a few reps in. Try to get like 4 repetitions each side. Take a minute, shake off your arms, and do another set, all right? So again, we're here in this position. Spine is neutral. We'll lift one leg up, squeeze, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. Other side, squeeze, 4, 3, 2, 1, back. And again, do 3 more on each side, okay? Now, the next movement would be on this, how to advance it, would be to bring in the arms. Now, typically what happens is we take the opposite arm and the opposite leg, okay? So if my right leg goes back, I lift my left leg goes back, I lift my right arm up. I brace, I hold there for 5 seconds and bring it back. Stabilize myself, right leg goes back, left arm, hold, 5 seconds and back. Very slow and controlled movements. You know, you're not 1, 2, backwards and forwards. You want to always place yourself down, get stable again, come across, brace, hold, place it back carefully, stabilize the whole body, other side, and again it'll be 5 seconds each side, okay? So guys, from the top, 4 nice, simple, easy beginner exercises to help stabilize your core, which will help you get pain-free again from your herniated discs, bulging discs, etc. We've got the front plank variations, we've got the side plank variations, we've got marching variations, and we have the bird dog standing variations, okay? Now, I hope these exercises will be useful for you. If you've got any questions on these exercises, my other videos, questions about your own pain problems, hit me up in the comment section down below. If you want to speak to me directly, you can send me an email, okay? Ask me a question there, it's not a problem. My email is also in the description. Please hit me up. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed this video today. Don't forget to like, share, and of course, subscribe, and there'll be more content for you next time. Okay, folks, have a great day, and I'll see you all soon.